In this video, I'd like to fill out the Connecticut Child Support Guidelines worksheet just to show you how child support is basically calculated in Connecticut in a very simple way. I'm going to keep out any extenuating circumstances so that way, like I said, I just want to give you an overview of basically how this works. In future videos, I'm going to talk about why I believe that these guidelines need to be improved. Um, but for right now, I just want to make a base of information for you so that way later on when I talk about these guidelines, you're aware as to how they work. So here is the basic information. We have Robert and Sarah Miller who are getting divorced, and they have Marcos and Katie. And so one parent would earn $1,800 a week, and the other parent $600 a week. And here are their deductions, federal income tax, Social Security tax, Medicare, and state and local tax. And like I said, for the sake of simplicity, we're going to forego any other extenuating circumstances. And so their deductions in total would be $424 for parent A and $75 for parent B, which would leave $1,376 in the pocket of parent A each week and $525 in the pocket of parent B. And so total, this would be $1,900. And so what Connecticut asks then is they have this schedule here, and you'll see under $1,900 for two children, they would presume that 24.27% or $461 a week would end up going to the care for the children. So we're going to plug that right in there. And so what they think is they say 1376 is 72.4% of that $1,900 pool if the parents were still together, and 525 is 27.6% of that $1,900 pool. And so they say that parent A would then be paying 72.4% of that 1900, which is 334, and parent B would pay 27.6% of the 1900, which is 127. We will forego Social Security, like I said, for the sake of simplicity, and so parent A would then pay $334, and parent B would pay $127. So once they pay their child support, or once they pay the money for the care of their child, parent A would be left with $1,042, and parent B would be left with $867. And like I said, we're going to keep this for simplicity, and we're going to add that together, and it would be $1,893. And basically, they look and they say the combined percentage the percentage of the combined net disposable income is 54.6%. This is what the parent A has after they pay for their child, and 45.4% is what parent B has. They try to keep this around 50%, so each parent has more or less, half of their disposable income still in their pocket. If you go down to line 33 real quick, I just wanted to put that there are no medical expenses calculated into this. Like I said, we'll do that out of pocket. Each of them, they're amicable, and so they'll say, 50-50. They'll each pay 50%. And so no arrearage, we'll say, like I said, we're going to keep this simple. And so at the end, I'll just fill in the rest of the information because for simplicity's sake, like I said, there's no real deviation here. I just wanted to put a 334. That's what parent A would have to pay parent B in child support. And so the biggest problem I have with this is at no time does this take into consideration what parenting time is involved. So if the parents have the kids 50-50, that's not taken into consideration under these guidelines. You'll see at the bottom there is deviation criteria, which means that a judge could basically decide, hey, you have them 50-50, I still don't believe we should change it, so I'm not going to. Or the judge could say, you know what, we'll decrease it by $50, $100, or $150, and it's totally up to the judge. And like I said, I don't want to get into it very much right now, but that's my biggest issue that I have with this. But now you know how child support is calculated here in Connecticut, and and so in the future you'll see why I believe this is not equitable, not fair for the child, and needs to be changed. Thank you for listening.